Thank you very much.
Yes, Chair, I've
Thank you
admitted
very
all
much.
back now. Apologies for that. I'll make Poppy and Esther the co-host in an event my computer does that again. Chair, did you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Mr. Mangwin. Good morning, honorable members. I just wanted to show my face on the screen, but I will also request that I be switching off my video for the sake of network, as what has been experienced earlier, myself and Mr. Mangwin. So just for you to show that I'm here, and then the voice that we are hearing is me and nobody else. Good morning, honorable members. Thank you for joining today's meeting. And as earlier indicated, we apologize for the technical error that has occurred on the meeting of the Select Committee on Finance. I would like to begin by acknowledging that a decision has been taken to commence our virtual meeting at 9 o'clock as it was communicated last members. However, due to unforeseen circumstances, we are starting at 10. And I hope, especially those who are sitting on the Chair of Chairs meeting, they understood that we had our Chair of Chairs meeting earlier. Hence, it's one of the reasons why we couldn't have our meeting at 10. I sincerely apologize for any inconvenience this delay may have caused. Honourable members, today the committee will be considering and adopting its oversight report. I would like to highlight that the report
recording in progress.
Specifically from the observation and recommendation section, which captured the key findings and proposed actions arising from our oversight activities. Honourable members, the report was circulated. I think all of you have seen that ahead of this meeting, and I trust that you have had the opportunity to go through it thoroughly. Your insights and contribution during these adoptions processes are highly valued and appreciated. Thanks, honourable members. I request Mr. Mangwenya to highlight to flag the agenda on the screen. And as I was doing the welcoming and opening remarks, I now go to the apologies. Can I check if there is any apology received? I've received the one. I've seen the one of Ms. Lopase as a member of the committee. Mr. Mangweni.
Morning, Chair, and morning to members. Yes, Chair, that's the only apology we received from Honorable Lefas.
Thank you very much. That is the agenda before us, honorable members. Can I check? Can I get an acceptance of the apologies and the agenda as it has been highlighted on the screen? Can I get the mover and the seconder, Chair of Chairs?
Yeah, I propose that we accept the apologies and adopt the agenda as flighted. Thank you.
Thank you, Chair of Chairs. The seconder?
I will second Chair Lady Paul Swart.
Okay, thanks, Honorable Swart. Thanks very much. Members, let's request that Mr. Mangwenya to flag the report on the screen, as we'll be reading and making some corrections. As I think the report has been circulated and all of us have seen that. Can we go to the first page? The second page, we start with the committee engaged with the Northwest Provincial Leadership. That is the second page. The third page. The third page goes to 2.11, governance, leadership, and audit outcome. Then we have 2.12, the budget and performance. Then we go to page 4. That is 2.13, challenges. 2.2, Northwest Parks and Tourism Board. 2.2.1, governance, leadership, and audit outcome. 5, 2.2.2, budget and performance. Page 6, 2.2.3, challenges. 2.3, Northwest Gambling Board. 2.3.1, governance, leadership, and audit outcome there. Then page 7, 2.3.2, budget and performance. 2.3.3, challenges. 2.4.1. My apologies, on page 7, then go to 2.4, that is Mabana Arts and Culture and Sports Foundation. Then page 8, that is 2.4 and 4.1. That is governance, leadership, and audit. 2.4.2, budget and performance. Page 9, challenges. 2.4.3. Then 2.5, Northwest Housing Corporation. You have the 251, that is the government and the budget there, the 2.5.2. Then page 10, 3, summary of the Auditor General's report on Northwest public entities. Then we go to page 11. Page 11, that is overview of the project visited during the oversight week. We have 4.1, that is GD Mutsu International Airport or Mafikeng Airport, that is page 11. It goes to 4.1.2, summary of the report by the PT, Provincial Treasury, page 12. Page 13, 4.1.3, summary of the report by the AG. 4.2, Mabatu Nursing College. 4.2.1, summary of the report by the Department of Health. Then 14, summary of the report by the Provincial Treasury. Then page 15, the summary of the report by the AG. For page 16, summary of the report by the Department of Public Works and Roads. Page 17, you have 4.3.2. Summary report on the public works. 4.3.2 on the provincial treasury. 4.3.3, summary of the report by the Auditor General. Page 18, committee observations. Committee observations. You have 5.1. My apologies, all members. Just 2 seconds, please. My apologies, all members. 5.1, then 5.2, then 5.3, 5.4, that is the committee's observation and recommendations. Then engagement with the provincial public entities, 5.5, page 18, 5.6, 5.7, 5.8, 5.9, 5.10. Then page 20, 5.11, 5.12, 5.13, 5.14, 5.15, 5.16. Then page 21, then 5.17, 5.18, 5.19, 5.20, 5.21, 5.22. Then then page 22, 5.23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Then visit to GLR Group Resort, Cooks Lakes and Manyani. That is on page 23. Then we go to page 24, visit to Mabatu Nursing College. Then page 25. On page 25, Mr. Mobeni, on page 25, 5.44. Page 25, visit to Mafeking Airport.
I'm at 5.44,
Yes,
Chair,
yes,
can you say it?
5.44. 5.44, there is additions or an amendment from Honorable Rider that he's proposing that be inserted. I want to check with our members. I don't see any problem in that. Honorable members, do we agree with that? The insertion has reportedly ceased. I think it's fine with that. Then, Honorable Hadebe.
Thank you, Honorable Chairperson. I think that as we have found there, even at the hangars, the operation has ceased. There is no way in which an operational hangar could be what we found there. So I think that we have to treat it that the operations have ceased. But what's the difference? Reportedly ceased?
Reportedly, no, the insertion is reportedly. Has reportedly ceased, yes.
No. And then I'm fine.
At the location.
I'm fine, Chef.
Yes.
I'm okay.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, I think we have the reportedly the 5.44. Honorable Rider.
Sorry, Chairperson, I was unclear in my comments. I agree with Mr. Khadebe. The operations have clearly ceased, and the insertion of reportedly is meant to come before or at the end of that phrase. So what I actually intended, and it was unclear in my message, so I do apologize. What I intended the sentence to read is: the committee notes that the aviation school, which previously occupied and operated from the airport premises, has ceased its activities at the location, and then reportedly, that's where I wanted it to be, reportedly due to the vulnerability of the facility. Because, the reason
Hi, Chair.
and the reason that was
No, my apologies, Honorable Member. There's a problem here. Also from my side, since they just did, my laptop just went off. Just wait. Thank you again. Yeah, there's a problem here. With the network. Honorable members, I think Honorable Hadebe, Honorable Rider, you were on the floor when, you're fine. Thanks very much, honorable members. That was on page 25, that insertion from Honorable Rider. So now it's page 26. There is also the 5.51. Yes, it's unstable. That's how it is. Unfortunately, we have to live with it. 5.51, honorable members. That is what honorable submission. The committee notes that the airport is surprisingly well immersed, that the proximity of the airport to international borders provided an ideal situation for the airport to be used for the illicit transportation purpose. Also, the unpredictable movement of a flight school provided opportunities for unmonitored movements. This was further highlighted by the presence of 2 aircraft previously impounded by SARS due to their suspected involvement in illicit importation. The committee recommends that SARS and relevant air traffic controls authorities pay close attention to air traffic in the area in order to ensure that the facility is not used for illicit purpose. That is the part that Honorable Ryder is proposing to the committee here. So can I get the contribution from honorable members? What is the view with regard to that, Honorable Hadebe?
Thank you, Chairperson. I think that on the issue of the aircrafts, I think that I'll agree if it goes up to the point that for illicit purposes, because when we speak about the unpredictable of the movements of flight school provided opportunities, we just said previous under observation that the flight school has ceased to operate, so we cannot bring it back here. And number 2, I think that on the issue of the 2 aircrafts, I think because those aircrafts were impounded in 2010, I think that it is the responsibility of SARS to ensure that those aircrafts are removed from that airport. It's either they sell them as scrap, whatever it is, but it is now the property of SARS. The SARS must ensure that those aircrafts are removed. I think that's the recommendation we can make. They could, the recommendation we can make that those aircrafts must be removed from the airport there and sold as scrap, because what was disturbing that the engines were still there. And then SARS itself could have realized some sort of an income out of the selling of those aircrafts or as scrap. Thank you, Chair.
Thanks, Honorable Hadebe. Honorable Ryder.
Yes, Chair. I think that was the request from the province as well, that someone takes responsibility for the removal of those aircraft, because that will help them to maintain it. I think it's important to include that. So I support that.
No, thanks very much. I think what is important is what is being inserted on 5.51. So the committee agree with that insertion. Is there any opposing view on that? None. Honorable Hadebe and Honorable Ryder, your hands are up. I'm not sure if it's a legacy hands or do you still want to come?
Chair.
Hands are down, Chair. Hands are down.
Okay. No, thanks very much. Honorable members, I think that part also, it has affected all the documents. I'm not sure what the one that we have with that has been circulated. So the 5.52, it will remain as it is. Then 5.53, Master Mangweni. Then we go to oversight over rehabilitation of road 933. If you look at the document, it talks of 5.52. So don't be confused. It is based on this insertion that has been included on 5.51, which is we have just agreed upon. So that means the numbering is going to affect all these the numbers in our document up to the 5.57. So the last number is going to be 5.58. I think that is something that I will also have to clarify, so that you don't be surprised seeing the 2 documents. We are presenting this one, and then the one that has been circulated by the Secretariat is different from what you have. Honourable members, I think that is it. Presentation, the report on the oversight and on the oversight to Northwest Province on the 21st to 22nd October 2025. Can I get a move and the seconder for the adoption of the report with those additions? Honourable members, can I see the hands? I don't see the hands here. Honourable Swart, I see you have unmuted yourself.
Yes.
Our hands. I've got Mr. Ryder.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Chairperson?
My gadget doesn't show the hands. What's happening here? Mr. Mambo.
Aisha? Aisha?
Chairperson, can you hear me?
I think we've lost Honorable Ndlovu once again.
Sorry, today is bad. I see Honourable Swart, Honourable Hadere, and Honourable Ryder.
Chairperson.
Honourable Swart.
Can I just make an input?
But your voice is low. I don't know what's happening, Honourable Swart. You are not audible enough.
Can you hear me, Honourable Chair?
Yes,
you can't hear me?
I can hear you. Yeah.
Okay, now just before I put my suggestion or accept the report, just an input from my side, Honourable Chair. This was now our first oversight as committee. And the report repeats all over long outstanding findings. In the report here, we are concerned, we take note, and we are concerned, and that the first question, this is our summary of what we experienced on our oversight. There was outstanding questions, outstanding reports that we were asked officials to forward to us. Did we receive everything that we've requested on time? And then the issue is, Honourable Chair, I'm very frustrated when after I came back at what I've witnessed and what I've saw on my first trip on oversight. And the question is, we've got all these recommendations, but for me, of what I've saw there, there's no radical interventions of what I want to see to come out of this oversight. We really want to see something out of this, because we can't allow, Honourable Chairperson, that this will continue in South Africa, that we pour money into leaking buckets. We as this committee, there's other committees going on oversight, but I think we should take lead when we come on to make some recommendations, because we can't allow tax-based money to disappear into entities that exist only on paper. And I've spoke on there in the last evening. I've asked, what is the possibility that we have a forensic review of all financial transfers from Northwest Province Treasury and departments to public entities from 2020 to 2025? And that is, I'm very serious on these things, because what I've seen, and the one thing, maybe I missed it somewhere. If somebody can just help me out here. There's a hospital, the psychiatric hospital, that we also went to go visit. There where the contractor lied blatantly for us as Parliament. Do I see that report or the outcomes in this report, or isn't that part of this report? Just help me out. And the last thing that I actually want to see, what is happening now after this? Is this a report as all the other reports up until the 6th administration, that reports come in and nothing is changed. For 30 years, nothing has changed. And we've said to ourselves, when we started here, the 7th administration, we will do something better. We will do something because we want to leave behind a legacy, and our oversight must speak to that. And I really want to see, somebody must just guide me, what is going to happen after this? Because, you know, Section 55 and Section 68 of the Constitution gives MCP Select Committee the powers to summon reports and information, recommend investigations or forensic audits. And that is really what we want to see. I want to see something radical happen after our visit, because we appropriate, we need to follow the money, and we just can't allow this happening in the 7th administration also. Thank you, Honourable Chairperson.
Thanks, Honourable Swart. Honourable Radebe.
Thank you, Honourable Chairperson. I note the concerns of Honourable Swart. I think that within the report there's a clause which deals with the issue of the Office of the Premier, the AG, and a special investigating unit dealing with some of the issues which are here. I think that the report is broad enough. Remember that this is our first oversight report, and then being the first oversight report, it is also based on the legacy report which we had in the past. But the fact that we have this type of multi-pronged forecast oversight is already a radical part of this thing. Remember that we are here to support the provincial government in the spirit of the intergovernmental relations. But I think that section which deals with the Office of the Premier, the COCTA, and the AG, that they all came together so that we can get the reports, I think is adequate to deal with that. But the issue is that next year, we're going to have another 8-year report which should be coming to us. That one of 2024, 2025. I think we must make a follow-up from that. Now, if there's any need for further intervention, we can do that. But I don't think that it will be right that for the first time, because I don't think that we've got adequate, we did have adequate time to deal with that, with all the issues which are involved. But I think that in the next AG report, we are still going to call the AG report to come and report about the entities. But I think those things which were flagged will be done with that. The issue of the psychiatric hospital chair falls under that one of the Select Committee on Appropriation. Marcus Zenzile, the Potchefstroom land, the Potchefstroom land plus the they were both. The psychiatric hospital was both on our side, but I think that let us flag it for that one. But I think that the report is comprehensive enough. I think we're able to work with it in moving forward. I think that I'll support that we adopt the report as it is, and then wait for the responses which they are supposed to provide. Number two, also the AG report as it comes for 2024, 2025. What is it going to reflect on the issues which were raised? Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Honourable Radebe. I think that has been clarified. The report, it has to be adopted, Honourable Members, and then I don't hear, Honourable Members, one of you responding to the item here, which indicated whether the report be adopted or not. Can I get can I see the hands that are accepting the report?
I just want to note my personal concern. Can that be noted somewhere?
Yes, no, it's noted, Honourable Swart, and I think it has been reported. All of us, we also want to see something happening in relation to all the reports that has been happening there. Honourable Members, can I see the hand?
Chairperson, I'm trying to raise my hand. Unfortunately, I don't succeed. But what I can say, Chairperson, is that we note the report with the amendment that have been said, and we are saying that it is our first oversight which we happen in Northwest. So it's a learning curve. It will assist us next time. We will improve from this learning curve. Chairperson, I move that we accept the report as presented. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Honorable Whip, Honorable Majola.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I would like to second the adoption of the report as the true reflection with the few amendments on 5.44, 5.51, and also noting the concern from Honorable Swart. I would like to formally second the adoption of the report. Thank you.
Thanks very much. The report has been adopted. Honourable members, now we're going to part 3 of the agenda. Mr. Mangweni, can you flag the minutes, please?
Can you see them, Chairperson?
Yes, I can see that. Members, can we go to the minutes of the Select Committee on Finance, date the 7th of October 2025, 10 o'clock, Zoom. Consideration and adoption of the committee report on the province's economy and budget performance. There's page 1. There was only one apology. Then page 2. Consideration and adoption of the committee reports on the province's economy and budget performance. The end of the meeting, the chairperson, Ms. Ngofu, thanked everyone for their attendance and participation, and the meeting adjourned at 10:17. That is the minute of the meeting of the 7th of October. Thank you very much. Can we get a move and a seconder for the acceptance of the minutes as a true reflection of what transpired on the day of the 7th October 2025? Honorable member?
Chairperson?
I shall move, Chairperson.
Honorable Swart move. Honorable Ngumalo second.
Thank you.
Thanks. Thanks very much.
Yes, when you are muted.
Hello, Chair.
Thank you very much. Yeah, today is a bad day for me. Bad day, not birthday. Bad day. This network, I think Honorable Ryder is correct. The network on Parliament is not right. Thank you, honorable members, for your participation and thoughtful engagement during this meeting. And then until we meet again during MTBPS, the meeting stand adjourned, honorable members. And thank
Hello,
you
Chair.
also to our support staff led by Mr. Mangweni, and for all the preparation for this meeting.
Hello, Chairperson.
You wanted to say something?
Yes, Chair. We still have outstanding minutes of the 14th of October. I've flighted them on the screen.
My apologies, honorable members. Yeah, today, as I said, okay, it's my apologies. I'm moving from one office to another due to this technicalities that is happening. Honorable members, there is a minutes of the 14th October 2025, which was on Tuesday. the briefing by the South African Reserve Bank on its mandate and economic outlook. There's a first page there. Honorable Khadebe sent an apology. Second page. There's an introduction briefing by the South African Reserve Bank. Following introductory remark by the Deputy Convener, Ms. F. Chazibana, South African Reserve Bank proceeded to make a presentation on the committee. Phase 3, our members' presentation was concluded and members were allowed to comment and ask questions. Those were the issues raised and responses. The page 4, the meeting agenda at 5 to 1. Our members, that is the presentation of the minutes of the 14th October 2025, which was Tuesday on that day. Can I see the hands in adopting this minute, please? Committee members, Honorable Brett.
I propose the adoption, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Honorable Brett. Can I see the hands for secondment, Honorable Majola?
I second, Madam Chair.
Thank you very much, Jolisto. Honorable members, thanks very much for your contribution, as I said earlier. And until we meet again during the MTBPS, the meeting stand adjourned. And thank you very much. See you.
Long live the
Bye-bye.
chairperson. Long live the
Thank
chairperson.
you. Thank you. Thank you, Khadibe.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Jolisto.